So you might be sitting with a similar problem to what I had. I got an Excel spreadsheet and I wrote a little Python script, nothing of my own doing. Well, pretty much I gave ChatGPT the prompt and told it what to do, and it wrote the Python script and I refined it. Eventually, without much programming knowledge, I put the pieces together and I was able to take an Excel spreadsheet, clean it up nicely, tell it to hide all the columns I don't want to see, give it a title, put on these little filters here, etc. But that was my little achievement and I was quite proud about it. It did the removal of the columns, got them all ready. But then I sat with this problem, which is what this video is all about. The numbers that were used here, you see they've got this decimal place, and I came here to these decimal areas here, and this was doing nothing to it. Went to change the format to number, currency, and I fiddled all over there. Nothing was helping. And after a bit of research, I realized what the challenge was, is that whichever system it was working in before, maybe it came from a CSV file and it was converted to Excel, or whatever the whole story is, these files came in with a decimal point like this, but the program itself, this particular Excel, wasn't reading the period or the dot, the full stop, the 227, that full stop there. It wasn't reading that as a decimal point. It probably was using something else as a reference. So this Excel spreadsheet was looking for something different. It wasn't looking for a full stop. It was looking for maybe a comma or something. So how do we change that? Here's the solution for it. You might have been struggling trying to redo this and convert this columns into numbers, etc. So this is the solution I found. And I'm going to do them column at a time. I haven't found a way to do the entire document. The challenge is, I think if you do an entire document, it will read everything that has a period in it or a full stop, whether it's used with a number or whether it's used just with text. It's going to treat it the same way. It's going to change it. So it's probably better just to do it column at a time. So this is what I did, is I selected this column, and then you go to data here in your Excel, and then go to text to column. Click on that. And then this dialog box pops open. Now, I'm not going to go through all the specifics of explaining, just to give you the instructions so you can get to the end result. You switch to fixed width. You'll click there, then go next. And here you don't have to do anything. You just go next. And at this stage here, ignore everything that you're seeing here. Just go to the advanced, because this is the point we want to go to. So if we click on advanced here, we will see it says settings used to recognize numeric data. So it says the decimal separator will be, and in this case there is a comma here. So what it means is this particular Excel format that I'm using is looking for a comma to define that that's the decimal area. I want to tell it that it must look now for a period or a full stop as being that decimal. So if you click the down arrow here, there it gives you the option of a full stop or period. Click that and say OK. And then if you say finish, look what happens over here. There we go. And that sorts it out. Now you might ask then, what relevance does this other button have? I'm going to show you, I'm going to do exactly the same to the other columns here, but if I select this here and I go to home and I come back to this area that I explained earlier, will this work here now? And if you click there, it says nothing because I'm trying to move towards the right and there's no other decimals. If I move this way, you see there it puts a decimal. As I click 3 times. If I click 3 times back. Okay, so you see now that comes into action because these are formatted correctly. So if I go here again, I'm going to just do this one. As I mentioned, I can't select more than one. Maybe somebody knows how to do that and they can have a tutorial about that. But I'm just doing them column at a time because that's my only need here. So I select that, go to data, text to column. I go to fixed width. Next, advance, down there, select the period and finish. There we go. Same here. And there we go. So there we have it now in the correct format, so we can start working with it. So if I needed now to filter everything that was in a certain value, for example, I can go here and I can say I want to find a number that's greater than or equal to, say, 4,000. Do that. It will filter all of those out for me, because now it treats it like numbers. So hopefully that helps you and takes away a bit of frustration if you couldn't find the solution to that. So have a fantastic day, be blessed, and share the good news with everybody else. Shalom to everyone.